Another day, another story. John Amos, the legendary actor, known for his roles in Good Times and Roots, passed away at the age of 84. His son, Kelly Christopher Amos, confirmed that John died on August 21, 2024. Amos was celebrated for portraying strong, influential black characters on television, most notably James Evans Sr. on Good Times, one of the first depictions of a two-parent black family on American TV. His work in the miniseries Roots also earned him widespread acclaim and an Emmy nomination. Welcome to Tabo Eminent Channel. Throughout his career, Amos fought to ensure authentic portrayals of African American life, particularly on Good Times, where his clashes with the show's writers over racial stereotypes led to his exit. Despite the controversies, he left a lasting legacy through his roles, and he remains a beloved figure in the industry. Amos had initially pursued football before turning to acting, where he built a career spanning over 5 decades. John Amos, the actor known for his role as the family patriarch on the hit sitcom Good Times, and the adult Kunta Kinte in the famed original miniseries Roots, has died, according to his longtime publicist Belinda Foster. Foster told CNN on the phone on Tuesday that Amos died in Los Angeles of natural causes on August 21st. She also shared a statement from Amos's son, Kelly Christopher Amos, via email. "It is with heartfelt sadness that I share with you that my father has transitioned," the statement read. "He was a man with the kindest heart and a heart of gold, and he was loved the world over. Many fans consider him their TV father. He lived a good life. His legacy will live on in his outstanding works, in television and film, as an actor." Born and raised in East Orange, New Jersey, Amos found his first passion in sports after he fell in love with football and played at Colorado State University. While he graduated with a degree in social work, he scored tryouts with the Kansas City Chiefs, the Denver Broncos, and the Canadian Football League's British Columbia Lions. In a video shared by the Chiefs, Amos once said he was a slightly better than average high school football player. "All I ever wanted to do all my life was to play pro football," Amos said in the clip. "I figured that was going to be the best way for me to escape the economic strata we seem to be locked into." Amos would later recall that Kansas City Chiefs coach Hank Stram told him while cutting the future actor from his brief time with the team, "You are not a football player, you are a young man who happens to be playing football." Bit parts on other hit 1970s television shows including Love American Style, Sanford and Son, and The New Dick Van Dyke Show would follow. But it was his role as James Evans Sr., the stern father on Good Times, which would make Amos a star. In a 2020 interview, Amos discussed leaving the hit series after 2 years following contention with the white writers over how the black family at the center of the show was being portrayed. "I felt like I knew more about what a black family should be and how a black father would act than our writers, none of whom were black," Amos said at the time. "Their idea of what a black family should be and what a black father would be was totally different from mine, and mine was steeped in reality." Amos said the show's creator, Norman Lear, eventually came around to his way of thinking years later. The pair reportedly reconciled and publicly hugged during the 2019 Good Times live TV reunion special. Race was once again at the forefront when Amos portrayed Toby, the adult version of the slave Kunta Kinte, in the critically acclaimed 1977 miniseries Roots, which earned Amos an Emmy nomination. "I knew that it was a life-changing role for me, as an actor and just from a humanistic standpoint," he told Time magazine in 2021. "It was the culmination of all of the misconceptions and stereotypical roles that I had lived and seen being offered to me. It was like a reward for having suffered those indignities." The Roots role reunited him with actress Leslie Uggams, for whom he had written on her short-lived CBS variety series in the late 60s. Last year, Amos was embroiled in interpersonal family issues after allegations of elder abuse and speculation he was in ill health were made by family members. "To all of my fans, I want you to know that I am doing well," Amos said at the time. "I am not in ICU, nor was I ever fighting for my life. John Amos's daughter Shannon has revealed she learned about her father's death through the media. We are devastated and left with many questions about how this happened 45 days ago. Learning about it through the media, like so many of you, Shannon Amos wrote in a caption to a post on her official Instagram account. Amos, best known for playing the patriarch James Evans Sr. on Good Times, died in Los Angeles on August 21 at 84. His death from natural causes was announced by his son KC on October 1. Shannon Amos added on Instagram, "This should be a time of honoring and celebrating his life. Yet we are struggling to navigate the wave of emotions and uncertainties surrounding his passing. Still, there is some semblance of peace in knowing my father is finally free." John Amos was much more than just an actor. He was a pioneer in television, especially for his portrayal of positive black father figures in an era where such roles were scarce. Amos, born in Newark, New Jersey, on December 27, 1939, Amos initially pursued a career in football, playing for the Kansas City Chiefs, but his love for acting led him to a career that spanned over 5 decades. His breakthrough came with his role as James Evans Sr. in Good Times, 1974 to 1976, a groundbreaking sitcom that depicted the struggles and joys of a working-class black family. Amos and his co-star, Esther Rolle, both advocated for more realistic portrayals of their characters, pushing back against the show's writers. Amos frequently expressed concerns over the direction of the show, particularly the comedic portrayal of the character JJ, which he believed undermined the authenticity of the family's struggles Kay loved. This led to tensions on set, and ultimately, his character was written out in the 3rd season. Despite the setback, Amos continued to thrive, landing a monumental role in Roots, 1977, where he played the adult Kunta Kinte. The miniseries became a cultural phenomenon, and his performance helped solidify his place as one of the most respected actors of his generation. Amos's acting career was marked by versatility, with roles in films such as Coming to America and recurring appearances on shows like The West Wing. Throughout his life, he continued to advocate for better representation of African Americans in media. His legacy as both an actor and an advocate for racial equality in the entertainment industry will live on. After Good Times, Amos moved on to arguably his most impactful role in the 1977 miniseries Roots. Playing the adult Kunta Kinte in the adaptation of Alex Haley's novel, Amos helped bring the brutal history of slavery in the U.S. to life for millions of viewers. The series was not just a ratings juggernaut. It was a cultural event that deeply impacted American society's understanding of its history. Amos's portrayal earned him critical acclaim and remains one of his most recognized roles. His later career included roles in Coming to America as Cleo McDowell, the father of Eddie Murphy's love interest, and guest spots in popular series like The West Wing, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and 2.5 Men. He also remained a beloved figure in the African American community, with musicians and comedians frequently referencing him or his Good Times character in their works. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel.